Welcome back, everyone, in War Eagle. My name is Eddie Orantes, and I'm the Director of Business Operations for the Office of Alumni Affairs at Auburn University. And for the next 30 minutes, your host of 18 Minutes and 56 Seconds, the Auburn Alumni Association Speaker Series. To see all of our shows, you can go to aub.ie/1856 series. We want to keep this fast moving, so all our guests will talk, present, to do whatever they do for no more than 18 minutes and 56 seconds. And we especially want to hear from you. So ask questions and interact by leaving comments on our Facebook page. We'll do our best to answer them in the half hour that we have together. Today, we get to spend 18 minutes and 56 seconds learning about our Auburn Clubs program from our dynamic duo coordinators, Emma Brannon and Moira Pyle. They will be joined by two amazing, selfless, and rock star Auburn Club presidents, Eric Dunlap and Lori Halverson. Stick around. You'll also get a quick sneak peek of the Ambush at Home, which premieres this evening at 6 p.m. So let's go ahead and start. Welcome, everybody. We'll start with the overview of the Auburn Clubs program. So Emma, can you tell us the why and the reason for the program itself?
Yes, thanks, Eddie. Moira and I are really excited to be here. And so I just wanted to share a little bit about the Auburn Clubs program and just let everyone know that the Auburn Clubs program is made up of Auburn alumni and friends whose bond is the Auburn University. We currently have 96 Auburn alumni clubs and 25 Auburn alumni affiliate groups. And the goals of every Auburn club are to foster the Auburn spirit by engaging members of the Auburn family in their communities. They also focus on raising scholarships for current and future Auburn students. And they also are the hands and feet of the Auburn Alumni Association in their communities. And last year, the clubs program and events engaged more than 45,000 alumni and friends. And Auburn clubs and affiliate groups awarded over $300,000 in scholarships to almost 200 students who are now a part of the Auburn family. So we're really proud of everything that our clubs program has been doing.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing that. Moira, when you lean into the affiliate programs, can you tell us a little bit about how those affiliate and club programs work?
Sure. Well, I'm just going to look in the camera and say War Eagle. So honored to be on the 1856 series today. So thank you, Eddie, for having us. The Auburn Clubs program are really the boots on the ground across the world, and they foster the Auburn spirit in their communities. So they host game watch parties, annual speakers, and various programs to engage the Auburn family. Clubs are based off of geographic areas, whereas affiliates can be based off of that, as well as interests, colleges and schools, and so much more. We just wanted to take a second to invite everyone to check out the website to the Find Your Club section to learn about the Auburn Club or affiliate in your area. If you don't see it, please reach out to Emma or I, and we can get you set up and organize a group in your own backyard. So I just want to invite everyone to check out the website and learn a little bit more about the clubs program, and then I will turn it back over to you, Eddie. Thanks for having us.
Thank you. Okay, Eric and Lori, there's something that we want to know about both of you, and that is your story with the clubs program. So can you tell us a little bit about how you got connected and how you got started with the Auburn Club?
All right. Hey, War Eagle, Eddie. I'll jump in. My name's Eric Dunlap, and I am the Los Angeles Auburn Club president. And it's awesome to be on here with you. Kind of my story is I moved to LA in August 2006, and I had a civil engineering job and an acting dream, but I really didn't have a lot figured out beyond that. And I lived in a house that I found on Craigslist, and I paid $800 to live with 6 other people. And so by the grace of God, I had like one other person I knew from Auburn who moved out here probably a week after me. And so we found our Auburn Club. It was like one of the first years of a club meeting in LA proper. And we showed up, and it was at this kind of a seedy establishment, and it was rambunctious. It was fun. And yeah, fast forward like 14 years later, I'm helping run the thing, and it's been such a great, like, rewarding experience, just like meeting the community and meeting other alumni. It's really kind of helped me find my way out here.
That's wonderful. You know, earlier I said that you guys were the dynamic, selfless rock stars, and I mean that because the work that you do to connect all of our alumni throughout the nation, it's important. It provides relevance to who we are as an association, but it allows also that family unit that needs to stay connected. Really quick, Eric, we already have comments. Some people are saying hello. Jen Geeker says hello,
Hey,
which
Jen.
is wonderful. And we have Jenny Williams from the Memphis AU Club President that's also on it. And they're saying War Eagle.
Awesome. I love it. You know, if you're watching this and if you're in the Auburn Clubs program, you know, comment with what club you're in and like your favorite event. I'd love to read those.
Yeah, it'd be great. Lori, tell us a little bit about you and what club you represent and how you got started.
Well, I am the president of the Greater Birmingham Auburn Club, and I have been involved in the Auburn Clubs program for 25 years. I started out as a recent graduate with the Shelby County Auburn Club and worked my way up to being the president of that club, serving on the board. And then we merged with the Birmingham Jefferson County Auburn Club several years ago to form the Greater Birmingham Auburn Club. And so we now represent the two counties of Jefferson and Shelby County in the Birmingham metro area.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing that. And again, thank you to you for the work that you're doing. When you both consider kind of the value that the clubs bring, there's Eric, you being out of state, it's different than that local club here for you, Lori, in Birmingham. So Eric, can you tell us about mentorship and that importance that you spoke about earlier, that home away from home, that opportunity to truly develop individuals more?
Yeah. I think, you know, when you move maybe from a small town or you move away from your own hometown, especially in a big city like LA, like there's a bit of like a small fish and a big pond kind of effect. And, you know, it can be hard, like finding housing, getting a job, especially in the entertainment industry. So much of it about it is like about networking and someone needing someone like on Monday and being able to like, hey, I can do that and step in. And then also really just like finding your way. And so I think our club and the Auburn clubs in general, like just provide an amazing service to those recent graduates and helping them like get adjusted to a new place. We were recently on a call with a recent graduate as part of our Welcome to the City program. And it was interesting, like his questions were more like, how do you make friends as an adult? Or like, you know, how do you go from like a structured college environment to something, you know, when you're an adult, you have a bit more freedom, you know, you have more agency, you have more choices. And that's great, but it can sometimes be overwhelming. And so I think that's been like one of the most important things. And then also we'll touch on real quick. You can cut me off because I know we only have 18 minutes and 50 seconds.
It's fine. You're doing good. Thank you.
But I feel like, you know, we all went to Auburn because it's a place that we love. And I don't take that for granted. Like, I think we have a lot of friends who maybe their relationship with the school is a bit more transactional in nature, where, you know, they paid their tuition, they got their degree, and then they kind of moved on. And so, but I feel like that's not the reason why we went to Auburn. And so for alumni out here who maybe don't get to go back, we really get to bring Auburn to them.
That's great. I'm glad you shared that. When you think, well, some of the questions that are coming through is how do these individuals get connected in the first place? So I graduated, I'm excited, family celebrates with me. Now it's time for me to fly. How do they get connected? How do they get involved? That would be a question for you, Eric, if you don't mind. Just to finish it off. Sorry about that.
Yeah, well, if you're in LA, you can reach out to me. We're on all social media platforms, so just message us. Me or one of our club officers will get back with you. And I think as far as like, if you're not in LA, definitely contact Maura or Emma. They can connect you more closely with the club president in that area. Yeah, and just when I travel, when I look on the alumni, there's a club map on the website, and when you travel, look up the local Auburn club and see if you can join them for one of their events.
Wonderful, thank you. Lori, here's a question for you. So you're here locally, and there's a lot that the Birmingham Club does locally. So if you can share a little bit about what you are doing, some of the strengths of what that local club can provide, we would love to hear from you.
Well, if you're in Alabama, you know that most of the people that live here wear crimson and talk about the number of football championships they've had. We're kind of the underdogs sometimes, and we don't get the same media attention. So being a part of your in-state club is a great opportunity for you to get together with your Auburn family. Also, in the Greater Birmingham Auburn Club in particular, we have a very strong scholarship program. We currently have 9 endowed scholarships. We have awarded in the last 5 years somewhere around 70 scholarships, and 16 of those are already being awarded to kids that will enter Auburn this fall. So it's really wonderful to be able to support kids in your area and help them attend Auburn University.
Wonderful. Thank you for that. I know that you host events and there's watch parties, etc. Can you tell us a little bit about that? And I believe we've got a video that I'm gonna go ahead and share. But if you can tell us a little bit about the events as well as what this video is that we're about to share.
Yes, so we hold anywhere from 5 to 10 events every year. We do everything from junior night to a 5K, a golf tournament, a fall kickoff. We do a distinguished awards dinner, Obby Claus, but we also have game watching parties for away football and basketball games. One of my favorite times at our game watching party was when we beat Kentucky to secure our spot in the Final Four. And here we are at Good People Brewery with a bunch of very excited Auburn fans. So as you look at this video that's about to start, you can just see the electricity.
All right, let's watch. Yeah, that deserves a War Eagle right there. That's awesome.
Yeah, that was a great time.
That's wonderful. Thank you for sharing. And that is the value. That is the synergy, the opportunity to connect and kind of relive those moments. So thank you for what you do. I want to highlight a couple of comments that have come through Facebook. If you guys will join in with me on this. So Dave Gamble, Weagle affiliate rep, is watching, which is wonderful. Evan Thomas from Greater Nashville Auburn Club is in the house, which is wonderful. So a lot of them, what they're interested in is events, AU app, etc. But I know, Eric, you've been doing some virtual programming through your club. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, well, we miss our in-person events. Like, there's nothing that compares to it. We love our football game watches, and we've also done a couple of other events like outdoor movie nights and a beach bonfire, which is so much work, but it's like so much fun. We've been on The Price is Right a couple times and competed with that, but yeah, I think since then we've been trying to just do virtual hangouts and connect with everyone and check in and see how the Auburn family's doing. You know, this pandemic, I think it kind of affects all of us maybe a little bit differently. I'm fortunate right now that my circumstances allow me to, you know, work from home and continue working, but that isn't the case for everyone. So yeah, it's been great to check in with the Auburn family virtually, and then also the Welcome to the City event, just connecting with new alumni moving to LA was super special. Super special.
Yep. As an engagement arm to Auburn University, what we do as an association is create those opportunities for our alum to come together. And so Maura and or Emma, if you guys could talk a little bit about some of your favorite events that are hosted throughout. And then actually, I'm going to tee this up to Maura because she's got a nice little background on Ambush. Can you tell us a little bit about your favorite moments?
Absolutely. Well, Emma and I are in our very first year with the Auburn Clubs Program. So we're still learning, but we are very saddened that we couldn't have in-person experiences with our clubs this year. So we missed out on our club meeting season as well as Ambush in person. However, we are so grateful that right before this happened, we had our annual club leadership conference. So we had about 135 club leaders travel to Auburn and spend the weekend with Emma and I and several other staff members. And they just got to learn more about the club's program, how they can best serve the alumni in their area. And we had a lot of fun too. So that was one of my favorite experiences we've had so far. And I absolutely loved it. So I'm just honored to be on the club's team, and Emma and I are having fun coming up with creative strategies in the meantime. But we cannot wait to travel to come see our club leaders and spend more time with them. That has just been something that we have been so eager to do. So ultimately, we want them safe and healthy, but we are ready for the day that we can start traveling again.
Thank you for sharing. That's great. Question for Lori and Eric. So some of the favorite things that you like doing when you're at home. When you come to Auburn, what are some of the things that you do? And Eric, here's something for you. Matthew asks, after living in SoCal for so long, are you still bad at putting?
I'm terrible at putting. I'm awful. I think it's referring to, I was on The Price is Right, and I was putting for a car in November, and my dad is an amazing golfer, and he actually works at a golf course. I didn't get that gene, and so I had 2 chances to sink one for a car, and it didn't happen.
That's all right. So when you are here at home, what are some of the things that you love most about being in Auburn when you come visit, or that you miss from Auburn in general?
Yeah, I think I miss like the game day experience. You know, I miss like tailgating. I'm a very like active person, and like if I'm in a crowd, like I'm screaming and I'm yelling and I'm leading cheers, and you know, I feel like a participant. And I think it doesn't really compare like not being there, but we try to bring that here. You know, we lead cheers at our game watches. We try to bring a little bit of that flavor to LA, but yeah, I definitely miss the game day experience.
Thank you for sharing. What about you, Lori? Can you tell us about the family and how important that is, the experience?
Well, I was born and raised to be an Auburn fan, and my parents pretty much told me I was going to Auburn, and if I went to that other school, they were never going to speak to me again. So Auburn is family for me, but also the Auburn family is an extension of that. I'm fortunate to get down to Auburn quite often. Living in Birmingham, I'm just a couple of hours away. When I go down there, I love to go shopping at the bookstores and eat at my favorite restaurants. And, you know, a lot of times it's for the game experience. And, you know, Auburn is family, and everyone that visits the campus comes away with that feeling that it's just so much more than just a college. It truly is family.
It really is. And I'm fortunate to be a part of that family. I mean, that I came from California as well, Eric. But the last 4 years that I've worked for the association, and having walked the campus and seen the experience, it's remarkable. And I love it. So I'm going to share some of the comments that are coming through on Facebook. People love posting around, which is great. Jenny Williams said that not being able to meet in person has been hard in Memphis. So she definitely misses Auburn. And when it comes to Shirley Boer commented that she loves connecting when she's traveling. So there is that benefit, right? When you travel throughout the country, of being able to connect when you have the opportunity. In the last couple of minutes that we have together, I would like to give both our club coordinators an opportunity to share last remarks. So if Maura.
Awesome. Thank you, Eddie. I just want to say a big thank you to Eric and Laurie for taking time out of their day and talking about their club experience. They are 2 of the very best, and we have the most wonderful Auburn family and alumni, and Emma and I have the privilege of working with, like she said, 96 Auburn clubs and 25 Auburn alumni affiliates. So just want to honor the 2 of them. And Eddie, thank you so much for hosting. My final encouragement before I turn it over to Emma is to get involved with your local Auburn club. Check out the Alumni Association website, contact Emma or I directly, and just stay connected. It's so important during this time to just stay connected and be around people and surround yourself with people that support you and love you. And the Auburn family is such a key component of that. So Emma is going to invite you in to a special program that we have tonight, which is a great way that you can stay connected during this time.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Yes, we are so excited to ask everyone to join us at 6 p.m. Central Time tonight for Ambush at Home featuring Coach Malzahn and Coach Pearl with Andy Burcham, the voice of the Auburn Tigers. The premiere will be shown on the Auburn Alumni Association's Facebook page, and this virtual event is free and requires no registration. And we are excited to share a sneak peek video from Alan Green for our Ambush at Home event.
Members of the Auburn family, is your DVR on its last leg because you've been watching reruns of the Iron Bowl or the Final Four run or the College World Series run? Well, we've got some news for you. The Auburn Alumni Association is bringing Ambush to your home virtually. So join us for Ambush at Home, coming up soon. Enjoy and War Eagle.
What I like most about that video is when he walks away, drops the mic. I've said what I've said, and I'm walking away. That's wonderful.
I'm gonna need him to share some of his Clorox wipes in the background.
Fair enough. I am looking forward to Ambush this evening. It really is going to be phenomenal. I know that there's many other questions that we didn't necessarily address that have come through. I know some individuals are interested in how to get clubs, affiliate clubs started, etc. Do reach out to the association. There's multiple ways to do that. Like was said, website, you can call us, etc. But this has been an amazing time together, and I want to thank all of you for participating in this. Do join us next week when we get to spend 18 minutes and 56 seconds with Krista Cotton, founder and CEO of New Orleans Beverage Group. Krista will talk about her Auburn experience and how she got started with her company at Guapo and share some summer drink recipes with us. That's next week, June the 4th at 11:30. To all of you, stay safe and War Eagle.
War Eagle.
War Eagle.